Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with an update regarding the Resilient Jenkins. This is not the update that I wanted to film, but unfortunately I think we're dealing with two people that simply are not willing to help themselves, and therefore they're also not willing to help their children get into a better situation. But we're going to talk about what's going on. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so Steph and Drew Jenkins are currently being evicted from their one-bedroom apartment that they have been residing in Portland, Oregon. These documents have been circulating around social media, and it shows that Andrew Jenkins currently has a landlord-tenant residential eviction case open against him. This was filed on January 7th, and they have a court hearing at 8:45 a.m. on February 19th. So just over a month out, they have this eviction hearing, and Steph suggested that this is what was going on a couple of videos ago. She said that she got some discouraging news, and she didn't go on to share anything with her audience, but she did go ahead to clean her kitchen. Weird choice.
So I just got some somewhat discouraging news, to say the least, and I really just feel like it's the devil just trying to get in my head.
That's right. You heard her say that an eviction was the devil trying to get inside of her head. Moving on.
It stopped me in my tracks when I'm starting to feel like God's plans are unraveling for us. So I'm going to just put some oldies on, reset this kitchen.
I don't understand how they allowed this to happen. But at the same time, I understand that we're not dealing with two logically thinking adults here. We are dealing with two lazy, arrogant people that decided to reproduce and have a bunch of children that now have to also rely on them for their safekeeping. And it's so tragic that they made all of that money off of TikTok. They did nothing to improve their children's living conditions. They've bought a bunch of stuff off TikTok Shop and Amazon, and Drew has a new gaming chair. So good for him having a new gaming chair while they are currently being evicted. I don't know where that gaming chair is going to go if you're literally forced to live on the streets or go to a shelter with your children, and it will be with a newborn baby as well. Steph is over here in her kitchen making horchata because that's her pregnancy craving. Drew's sitting in his gaming chair. They're sitting there playing with all kinds of kitchen gadgets and stuff, and they're not paying their rent. They're not paying their rent. They are doing everything but to make sure that their kids at least have a place to stay. They did not upgrade, they did not change, they did not secure anything better for their children. Steph is literally about to have this child, and I said in a recent video, where is the child going to sleep? In a kitchen cupboard? Because I'm not sure where else, how can you fit that many people into a one bedroom? We kind of knew this was coming, and I have no sorrow for Drew or Steph. I have immense sorrow for the children, because not only is this going to be really tough on them if they do lose their home and they're in a transitional period, but it's also going to give them housing insecurity going forward. Because when you're a child and you go through these types of things with parents, never having a secure home, getting evicted, having to move, you're getting kicked out, your parents can't pay the rent, that will stay with you as an adult. And that will give you housing insecurity, and that will give you safety insecurity, because your parents could not even do enough to make sure that you had a consistent home as a child. Steph is doing what she does best, and she is playing the victim. 3 hours ago on TikTok, she posted, "It takes a miserable soul to seek out ways to destroy a perfectly happy family." And then the caption, she continued, "Like I said, not one of you making these videos or comments about us could live a day in our shoes. Otherwise, you wouldn't be making the assumptions you are. Stay miserable, though, while we stay unfazed and continue on our lives." What she doesn't understand is nobody is miserable, ma'am. You are literally being evicted from your home with your children and soon to be a newborn baby. That's not people just hating on you for living your life. That is people raising concern that you are so awful as a parent that you literally got evicted from a 1-bedroom when you've been making money on TikTok for months. Where did all of that money go? None of that money was spent in any type of a positive manner. It was blown on nonsense and junk, and now you're being evicted. And you want to come on here and act as if people are just hating on you, people are just picking you all apart. You are literally about to lose your home. So what are you going to do? Come back on TikTok and dry bag? Make yourself the victim again? Say how people are hating on you? It was on you to make sure your rent was paid. It was on you to make sure your children had a roof over their heads. It was on you to make sure that your children had a safe place to lay their heads at night. And you couldn't even do that. So the videos and the comments and the people giving y'all grief, you deserve every bit of it plus more. Why hasn't your lazy ass husband gone and gotten a job? I guess he's just too busy sitting on his ass playing video games while you make TikToks and don't pay the rent with the money that you're making from TikToks. But you sure got some new kitchen gadgets, didn't you? You had the gall and the audacity, Steph Jenkins, to share things like gaming headsets and chairs and gaming video games and gaming setups and all of this kind of stuff. You had the opportunity to do anything but what you've done, and now your asses are being evicted. Like I said, I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for Drew one bit, but my heart is broken for these children, not only because of what they are about to possibly face, but what they are also going to have to carry with them for the rest of their lives. Not only having to carry the weight of not having a safe, steady home as a child, but also having your lazy ass parents utilize it as content for social media. How shameful, how trashy, and how gross. But that's how I feel about this. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.